up, beautiful people? It's your girl janiaaaliyah, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we're gonna be installing this cute closure deep wave wig, y'all, and I'm excited to get into these waves, these curls, whatever you already know. And so this hair was sent to me by Megalook hair, and so here's the little box. And so let me go ahead and show y'all the little things that were in the box, and then I'll show y'all the wig. And so in the box, it just came with a couple pairs of lashes, a wig cap, an edge brush, and then a little clip that I can like put in my hair, and also a little headband. And last but not least, here is the wig right here. And y'all, get into these waves. Like, I don't want to do nothing to these curls because I just want them to stay exactly how they are. And so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and customize this wig off camera, so that way we can go ahead and get into this install.
Okay, you guys, so first things first, I did not do like the typical bald cap, you know, install, whatever, because it just takes entirely too long. And luckily this is a closure wig, so we really don't need to do all that anyway. But when I wear my closures, I like for them to look natural even under the wig, which is why I go ahead and kind of swoop my edges that are gonna, you know, be beyond the closure boundaries, so that way regardless it's looking laid, because you don't want the wind to blow and everybody to see, you know, your edges looking like a bird's nest. So with that being said, I always go in and I swoop my edges, and I just do my regular edge routine, which I already have on my channel if y'all want to check that video out. And so now, as you guys can see, this wig already came with an elastic band on it, which is what I love, because that means that you can wear this as a glueless wig if you want to. And so I just kind of pulled my wig cap up a little bit, so that way it can look a little more like scalp or whatever. And I went through and I started kind of plucking the part, which didn't take too much. That was fairly easy, so you know, didn't really have to do too much there.
No time. Yeah. Nah. No time.
What I'm going to be using to install this wig is the Wig Dealer Touch Up Bonding Gel, which is technically not considered glue because it's for like a more temporary hold. But when I say temporary, I mean until you want to take it off, because this thing stay up there, but when it's time to remove it, don't take your edges with it, which is why I love this glue. And I love the fact that it's clear and it makes for a super easy install, because you know the other glues that go from white to clear, and so when you mess up it's pretty obvious because you're gonna have white all on your lace and stuff, and it's just like a whole hectic experience. And so I just really love this glue. And so afterwards I go through with my blow dryer and kind of just blow dry until it's tacky. And so from there I will grab my comb and kind of brush those hairs back, so that way I don't really have any hairs stuck with the glue or glued to the glue once I go in with my elastic and whatnot. And just to get an extra hold on the parts that the glue did not cover, I go in with the Wig Dealer melting spray, and I try to dry that as much as possible before putting elastic on as well.
I got my things in the front seat. I left your keys in the bedside drawer. We put this off for way too long, and now it hurts just that much more. There comes a point when you realize that together don't feel right, and giving up don't mean my love is gonna leave when I walk away. I found the courage today.
And so then, to help this lace blend better, I'm gonna go through with my concealer. And so I just put that kind of on the lace and whatnot. Even before I cut it, I just put it on the lace, and then I follow up with some Nairobi foaming mousse on top of that before I put the elastic on. And there's this one lady on TikTok who actually mixed her foundation or makeup colors with the foaming mousse and then makes it like tint, and it looks really cool. So maybe I'll try that in the future. So while the elastic is on, I'm literally going through with my hot comb to kind of just get it to lay flat before I take it off. And as y'all can see, the elastic has came off, and I noticed I had a little glue like on my hair, which is why I got like a little alcohol on a washcloth and wiped it just a little bit. And when I cut my lace, I like to use like the little eyebrow razor, so that way I'm keeping track and it's not like a super straight line. And so once it came off, I noticed that there were a few pieces that weren't laid in the way that I wanted them to be. So I went through with some more melting spray to just lay them down some more. And then after that, I went through with a little more makeup just to help it blend a tad bit more, because I wanted it to blend a little more, you guys. And so from there, I was just making sure I was blow drying so that thing dried up, and I didn't have to, you know, worry about glue being all on my hair when it was time to do the baby hairs. Now for the baby hairs, when doing a closure, I love my baby hairs to kind of be like right there near like the eyebrow arch. I feel like those are like the cutest ones when you have a closure. And so the way I do this is I literally get them and I kind of, you know, put makeup behind it so it still looks natural on the lace behind the baby hairs, and then I hot comb behind and on the baby hairs just to make them, you know, lay really flat before I add gel or anything. And then I cut them, and I have noticed that the shorter your baby hairs are, the more natural they look, but we all know it's a wig. And so I cut them, and then I add like some edge control on there, and I use that to swoop them, and it helps them really stay, and also like stay without making the lace move. And so after that, I may need to cut them a little more, but I like to tuck my baby hairs under the actual wig, so that way like I know they sitting flat, laying flat, looking good. So yeah.
Tied up between me and you. I used to think all of my feelings are dried up, but everything changed with me and you. Now we couldn't be right enough. We're walking hand in hand, fingers locked, no doubts or questions. You even met the fam and passed all of my mom's inspections. I got the go-ahead from your pops, and I forgot to mention, your pastor said that this is God ordained divine selection. I used to pray for you way before I knew your name. I almost cried when you told me that you did the same. I might second guess and wonder how this happened. Already know that.
And from there, I literally just hot comb the top of my head so I can make sure it's nice and flat up there. And what I used to kind of define my curls was the Nairobi foaming mousse. And y'all, I love the way this thing just defines curly hair, curly wigs, whatever it is. I love it. So that's all I put on my curls, and then I just kind of added like, you know, a few final touches as far as it goes with the hot comb and just like laying edges and, you know, all that good stuff.
Oh, hello, Papa.
And so after all that, that's legit the end of this tutorial. And tell me why I ended up getting dressed and forgot to do a whole outro video. So just remember, I will link all the information about this hair, all the details, all that juicy stuff in the description box down below. Hopefully this helped one of y'all out and y'all enjoyed the final look. But you already know, click, smack the subscribe button down below, and I will see y'all on my next video. Bye.